Greetings, Hoover water extractor fans, or whatever you'd like to call yourselves. So on the left is a 1999 Hoover Steamvac wide path with 6 rotating brushes. And on the right is a 2017, donated by one Thomas Rechtenwald, SpinScrub50, or Turbo SpinScrub50, however you want to figure out the naming convention. That's the bottom right down there. So I have not to date done any significant real usage testing or otherwise of this very lightweight and very inexpensive SpinScrub50. What I have done is just a quick few seconds test as far as how well these machines dry the carpet. And back in that video, if you go back and look at it, we found out that the old 1999 guy, the beast on the left, did the best at drying your carpet. And the 2017 guy here on the right left the carpet, well, a little wetter than probably some of you would like, and I certainly didn't like it either. But there's a lot of differences between these machines, and I need to, well, come up with a video where I'm actually using the SpinScrub50, and I really haven't done that yet. So what I am going to do, I got this new handy-dandy little measuring device right here. It's a luggage scale. And let's see how heavy these machines are. So the 1999 one first. So I'll do a deadlift. Let's see what it weighs. Okay, here we go. And this is heavy. This is a real heavy machine. So I'm looking at 26 pounds, pretty much dead on, 26.0 something pounds. Now, if I recline the unit like I'm going to actually use it without any water in it, the handle weight, once I zero this thing out again, the handle weight is 4.3 pounds. And that's without any water here. So if I go over to the much newer and much lighter machine, okay, let me reset this. All right, I'm going to deadlift it, and I'm looking at 17.0 pounds. Now, of course, the cords are also attached. No water in the bin. So that's a lot of weight. And let's see, reset this. If I recline the handle, wow, 1.5 pounds, 1.5 pounds. So, geez, the handle weights, in addition to the machine weights, are dramatically different. I mean, this is so much lighter to move around, and the handle is almost like having nothing in your hand whatsoever. So I imagine if somebody would somehow come across these two machines, I can imagine somebody would go and use the 1999 and go, wow, I feel like I'm moving the whole house in order to clean the carpet. Might not be much fun, but you'll get a great workout. You'll lose some calories and break a sweat. This little machine right here, it's very inexpensive, but it is the lightest weight machine that I've ever had to deal with. I'm going to do not one, but 2 tests with this SpinScrub50 today. One is going to involve this test carpet right here, this little strip. I'm going to put some, I don't know, ketchup, mustard, maybe some soy sauce or whatever it is I can find, and we're going to clean that outside. And I think that's going to be part 2. Part 1 is going to be cleaning a carpet that is in our front living room, but to be honest with you, it's pretty clean already. It's just going to be, how to use it and fill it and do the dump and whatever else. It's probably not going to show anything more than gray water. So let's get to it. I still have about 1/3 of a bottle of this Clean Plus fluid. See right here, lines bouncing around. So I'm going to use this. I also have a red bottle as well. And how much do you put in? Well, you'll have to figure that out on your own, what type of concentration levels you have. But I'm going to fill this with hot water, and if you look at the top cap, it's got a measuring spot on it that says 1 ounce. Might be a little hard to see there, but it does actually say 1 ounce if you fill the full depth of this cap up, which I think I will at this point in time. So be right back. So I filled up the supply tank. See, it's a little foamy on top there. So we should be ready to go. So we're now ready to go, right? Wrong. What about pre-vacuuming? So what I'm going to use is that Sanitaire right there. So I have a Vibragroomer 2 brush roll in here. It's very high airflow, and it will clean pile carpets excellently. And then we will go ahead and use the SpinScrub50. just so you can see, most of the water was dumped in that fast. And all I did was just squeeze the handle up there. I mean, it's the only thing you can do is just squeeze the handle. And we dumped in the vast majority of a gallon of water. And for those of you saying, you went too fast, look how much water went down with me going that quickly. If for some reason you wanted more water to be laid down in your carpet, you could go much slower. But this carpet, number one, was already extremely clean. Most people know that. But I wanted to go at a pace that I think a lot of people would typically go. And you know what? You can see, well, let's get a little bit closer here. We definitely have some gray water in there. It's not really going to be very dirty, but that's just tremendous amount to put down. And I know we didn't get that all up. So right now, I probably should go and get my moisture meter out so we can see just how damp the carpet is. So I have my moisture meter here, and I'm kneeling on the carpet, and boy, is it damp. So I don't know if you can see this or not. Yeah, it's beyond, I was going to say it's beyond its maximum range. Nope, not yet. 20, 26, 27%, 25% right here. So that's quite damp. Let's take a look at the bin dump. You can see it's definitely gray water. None of it's black, because this carpet, well, what would you expect from Vac Lab? Right, the carpet's going to be clean. So let's do a dump. As much as you can see. There you go. I'm dumping it under the camera. There it is. Yeah, really not dirty at all. Oh no, the wind's picking up. Nope, blow into the camera. All right, let's do a dry pass and see if the recovery bin gets anything else. As a reminder, we're just doing a dry pass pickup, not putting any water down at all. Well, it got a tiny bit. That's it though. Won't bother to take it outside to show you the dump because I mean there's not much there. Let's see if I can collect it all in one spot so you can see it. There, take a look at that. I mean, it's a little bit, right? Maybe, I don't know, a couple ounces worth of fluid, something like that. And you can see how much darker it is. So it's worthwhile to certainly do a dry pass. All cleaned out again. Let's see. Slide it in. Lock this down. So what am I really going to say about usability? It's much easier to use than my 1999. You can't deny that. But you also can't deny that this thing can put a lot of water down. It certainly can scrub, but I know it's not picking that water up. It's going to leave your carpets damp. It's also going to leave some soap in your carpets unless you decide to go and put fresh water in there and just do a rinse. And that's an option.